So I'm actually in like a really weird place right now. I've been waiting like a year for Jedi Fallen Survivor to finally come out, and tonight it comes out, but I don't want to play it because I'm so wrapped up in Zelda. I haven't even thought about the NFL draft tonight because I have been just so glued to Zelda. And now I'm scared that when I beat Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom is gonna be out, and then I'm gonna jump right into that, and Star Wars isn't gonna get played until like July. I'm stressed about gaming. There, I said it. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and happy Thursday. In today's video, I'm gonna be going back on Twitter and reacting to your guys' angriest sports moments. If you guys want to see another Twitter video, just hit the like button. If this gets 3,500 likes, I'll do another one sometime. I do just want to say now though, tomorrow's video is going to be me reacting to the NFL draft, and I finally updated my Twitter in my bio. I had my old suspended account, and I'm sorry about that. Couple of quick plugs before we start. One, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. And two, if you're 18 years or older, head over to Prize Picks, the daily fantasy app where code WyattzWorld will match up to $100 of your first deposit. Remember, always play responsibly, and let's get into the video. Alright, so here we are on Twitter, and here was the tweet this time. I asked, what is the angriest moment you've ever had while watching sports? Give me the specific game you were watching and what you did out of anger, whether you were yelling, breaking something, fighting, etc. Again, there's almost 700 replies, so let's get going. First off, we got Lexi. She said in the Lions-Cowboys playoff games, when the ref picked up the flags on the pass interference call and my fist went through my bedroom door. What year was that, Lexi? 2015? Either way, I hope you healed up good. Next up, we got Clay during the Suns versus Mavericks last year in Game 7. I was so mad at the Suns for losing by that much that I ended up throwing a remote at my TV, and luckily nothing broke. Yeah, you are lucky, Clay, because you could be like me and have to end up paying for it. Even though it was an accident, Dad. Thank you 12 says January 2022 divisional round, Bucks versus Rams. Bucks make a hilariously improbable comeback down 27-3 to tie the game at 27 with 30 seconds left. Just so Todd Bowles could call a blitz that left Cup one-on-one with the safety. I got up and went on a very, very long walk. I feel you, man. When the Bills came back and then ended up losing to the Hail Murray, I went to the gym, only to find out the gym was closed. Oh, I'm still upset. Ross Welling says, I was at a NASCAR. I'm not getting a NASCAR story right now. I was at a NASCAR race in Kentucky, and my favorite driver was catching the leader, who was also my least favorite driver, on the final lap to get the win since the leader was out of gas. But at the last second, he got something to work and drove away with the win. I proceeded to throw everything I had on the ground, which broke a headset, a phone. I bruised my fist after punching solid concrete. And then afterwards, walking back to the camper, I punched a porta potty. Rah! People don't get this mad at NASCAR. I'm fucking crying. Oh, Ross, I love you. Anyway, up next, we got Eric M. Says the 2022 Ohio State versus Michigan game. I thought the Buckeyes were going to get back at the Wolverines, but they got in their heads and gave up in the second half. I was mad, I yelled, I pulled my hair, went into a downward spiral of depression, and deactivated my Twitter. Hey man, I think we've all deactivated our social media after a loss, at least once. Alright, now we're on to CJ. He says, ooh, this is good. I was so angry at the no-call PI for Saints versus Rams, I punched a hole in my wall. Okay, if I'm thinking right, this was in the playoffs, and this is when the Rams won, right? I always see the WWE meme of Kurt Angle slamming the Rock and then throwing the Rams over the Saints. I was happy because I hated the Saints, but yeah, it was terrible. Alright, up next, we've got MVP'd. I hate Joel. Anyway, he said Game 7 of the Raptors versus 76ers Eastern Conference semifinals in 2019, I punched the hell out of my couch. Why do I feel like it didn't satisfy you though? If you're like me, punching cushions or pillows, it doesn't satisfy you. You need to fucking break something, right? I'm proud of you though. Noah Clemmy says, Cody Parkey double doink. I went to my room, went to my miniature NFL helmet, took the Eagles one and stomped on it. That had to make you feel pretty good though. I bet it did. Andrew Meshke says, Blair Walsh wide left. I remember when that happened, I was working at a bowling alley and I was working with like a 80-year-old man named Bob. Bob was not happy either. J. Ruskitty? He says the NBA Finals. I hated every second of that last game. I beat the hell out of my brother. What? Pretty sure I just saw an assault charge. Aiden Pardini says, I was really little, but there's little explaining. Seahawks versus Patriots, goal line, took my Seahawks, I know what game you're talking about. Took my Seahawks jersey off, I tried to tear it, wasn't strong enough, so I threw it away. There's nothing worse than being pissed off and trying to break something and you can't break it. There's nowhere, it just makes you even more upset, I know. Number 1 Chicago's Bull fan says 2015 NBA playoffs. LeBron buzzer beater against the Bulls to tie the series. I was so mad, no joke. I had tears rolling down my eyes. You were a pretty big D-Rose fan then, weren't ya? You know why D-Rose never could graduate? Because he never made the finals. Lions superfan Carl McJenkins 2.0 says, I broke my Palm Central phone and put a dent in my drywall after Lidstrom's last second shot was saved against the Pens in the 2009 Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Gary Bettman rigged it. Listen, I know nothing about hockey, so this tweet really means nothing to me, but I know that this has pissed you off since the day it happened, and that was, what, like 14 years ago already? Adam Nadu says, Roman Reigns winning at WrestleMania. Gonna leave this here, tells you all you need to know. I will say this. When Roman beat Cody, that was one of the very few times that I was legitimately upset at WWE wrestling. And I'm not talking like bummed out, disappointed. I'm talking like the level of anger I would feel at a real sport like football. I will admit that pissed me off too. Dog Pound for Life says Jets versus Brown when the Jets came back by 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes, and out of anger I punched a hole through my door and sat in complete and utter shock for the rest of the day. Was it one of those shocks where you felt really bad about what you did? Because I do that all the time. Every time I break a controller, it's immediate relief for like, 30 minutes? No, not even. I would say 10 minutes, and then I'm just like, why did I do that? Mac Worth says, good old Super Bowl 57, holding call on James Bradbury. I threw our TV remote through our drywall. Good times, good times. Short and to the point, I appreciate it, Mac. Junkyard Jordan Jackson says, literally watched Patrick Mahomes strip the Niners of a Super Bowl ring right in front of my eyes. We had a 10-point lead with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and we had just picked off Mahomes. It all went poofing away. I literally smashed my phone into 100 pieces. That was one of those all-time high to an immediate all-time low things when you just can't even understand how fast the mood change happens. I get it. The Hail Murray was that. Chipper says, I don't know if I can name the angriest moment, but I know one that's up there. It was week 15, the Patriots and the Raiders, where Jacoby Myers for some reason tried to be a hero and tossed it straight to Chandler Jones, and the rest is history. Hey, it was all part of the plan because Jacoby's playing there now. Beatoff says, March Madness 2021, number 2 Iowa versus number 7 Oregon. It was the best our team was in 30 years, and we had Luka Garza. For once, I had hope. Oregon missed 3 shots the entire game and ran us off the court by like 30. I think I broke every single object in my vicinity after every second half bucket. So your room just looked like a war zone. Saustavius says the Bengals-Steelers playoff game in 2016, I was so mad that when my girlfriend called me to check on me, I started a fight. So what, did you answer the phone with a mindset like, oh yeah, that's it, she's gonna get it. Wrong place, wrong time, babe. Hey! Nevitz says 13 seconds. Do I need to say more? No, you don't. You're good. And now we got Tyson Turner. He says it was the Bills-Vikings game. I'm a Vikings fan, and I remember the officiating in that game being just terrible, and our defense was just the same as usual. The officiating was terrible. Remember when Gabe dropped the ball and they didn't even review it and they gave him a catch? Anyway, I was yelling and screaming the entire game until Josh Allen fumbled the ball in the end. I think our moods took like a complete swap when that moment happened, so I'm happy you were happy in the end, Tyson. I'm really happy for you! Okay, a couple more. This one's from Sports Guy. He says, when the Jaguars linebacker stripped the ball from Dion Lewis in the 2017 AFC Championship game, I sat under my bed and cried. Wait, why did you cry? When the Jags linebacker stripped the ball from Dion Lewis. The Patriots won the game though. J-Rev says the 2013 ALCS, every time Leland went to the bullpen, blocked one of my closest friends on social media who loved both teams. See, that's why when I was at the Vikings-Bills game, I just shut the hell up. I didn't say nothing. Deep down, I was rooting for Buffalo, but I had my Viking friends with me. Ocean Ruin says I threw a laptop into a wall. Good God, when Michigan's punter dropped the punt against Michigan State in October 2015. Psycho. And Tony Pollard, hey! He says a couple of years back when Emmanuel Sanders got blown up by the Rams defender, I threw my remote into the TV and it had a spot that didn't work until we replaced it. Hey Tony, you make good money. Something tells me you got it covered. Alright guys, that is gonna be it though for today's Twitter video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and are continuing to have fun. Like I said, 3,500 likes, I'll do another one. With everything I just said though, I'm gonna hop off and get this edited so you guys can watch it on time and get ready for the NFL draft. Show any support to the video, you guys know I appreciate it, and as always, I will see you in the next video.